Well, it says I'm live, but I'm not sure if I am actually live. Yeah, it seems like I am. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Well, good morning. It's utterly cold out here in Tokyo. It's very cold, actually. I was going to ride my bike, but it's just so cold. I don't think I can ride my bike, so I'm just going to walk. I think I could be lost, but Oh hi, hello, good morning. It's utterly cold out here in Tokyo. Absolutely freezing. If you don't mind me asking, what part of USA are you from? I'm lost, so I'm just circling around here at the moment. I think I can find my way out. Let me see how cold it is. 1 degrees. Oh my god. It's 1 degrees out here in Tokyo. Right. 007, you're in Michigan. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, it's I think it's around 30 degrees Fahrenheit here as well. So centigrade wise it's 1 at the moment, so that would be almost freezing. So I took out my bike, and I've been cycling in the morning for like 5 minutes, but it was so cold. I don't have my gloves with me, so I just couldn't ride. So I just started to think I should walk, because I need the morning exercise. Right, I think I know where I am now. So why is your name 007? Tisa 007. Are you like James Bond? Well, you might be, who knows? Tisa, I hear you. It's a freezing morning, yeah, not exactly a good morning. Right, you made this name like 15 years ago. Well, I guess you were a fan of 007 15 years back, maybe? Some nice view from up here. Right, you never knew YouTube could be a serious place. Oh, there's something I always say. You never know what's going to happen in life. Oh look, there's a panda bear and a lion. Hello. Yeah, YouTube is full of everything, I think. Sorry about my runny nose. Well, you can hear it. Sincere apologies, really. It's just so cold. The time is 7:54 in the morning. It's very quiet. You can see the Tokyo Tower right up there, 12 o'clock, in case you didn't notice. Teaser 007, that's very nice of you to say. My videos are pleasant to check out, thank you. You know, it's actually a way for me to find peace, because like you never really have the time to go out, walk by yourself, enjoying the scenery, talking to random strange people on YouTube, because to be utterly honest, people here don't really talk to people. It's just a culture here, nothing bad, nothing good. Well, it might be good if you are an introvert, but for people who are an extrovert, might not be the best thing. Just depends who you are, really. Some nice food trucks out here in this park. Hello, Ryuhei64. Hello. Great to have you on the channel. It's pretty much freezing, so today is the coldest day I think almost throughout the entire 2023. It's very cold. It's about 1 degrees. A small pond here hasn't, you know, frozen up yet, but you can see some areas where the leaves are that are about to freeze. It's very cold. Let's try going up that hill and see if we can have a better view of Tokyo Tower. I think the air quality is good, which is always a good thing. Up the stairs. You can't really see anything. Nothing really. Okay, well. I thought, you know, I could see or have a really nice view of the Tokyo Tower. But we'll find out as we continue to walk. So, you know, the winters in Japan, it does get quite cold, like today. What's the exact temperature right now? Still 1. So, it's going to be kind of like 10 in the afternoon, I think. Yeah, it's going to be 9. Yeah, it's going to be 9. Highest will be 9. Oh, it's just gone down to 0, so it's now 0 degrees centigrade. Yuhei just asked, what is the name of the building under construction? I'm not really sure, but that's those buildings that are in Takanawa Gateway. 2 massive construction work, as you can see. There's a lot of construction work happening in Tokyo, everywhere. You might say too many, but the city is always under construction. But I think it's a good thing. It keeps people, you know, occupied, especially the labour force, construction companies, where things really matter with the economy. So I think Japan has it really well sorted out, really. Oh, you can see the Tokyo Tower from here. Very nice. Well, you can't see the entire tower, but you can see the top, like top half. I have been to this park like a few years back, but I think it's under construction, so let's make a detour. Like again, even parks are under construction, as always. You know, even train stations, they are always under construction. So like sometimes if you go to a train station, you go, oh, where's the exit? But the exit has actually moved because it's under construction. It's quite common, really. Right, Yu Hei has come back. Take a note of something. You follow skyscraper construction forums. It's interesting to see all the towers rising in Tokyo. Well, it definitely is. So many. Look at all those construction cranes up there. I see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already up in my view. All buildings. Probably like towers. No, I see way more actually. I see 3 up there. Another 3 there. Another 1 up there. And another one. A mobile crane. So that's 8 cranes. Oh, there's the Shinkansen. Look. Hello. That's rather quiet. Look, you can see the Shinkansen. That's a very cute drawing actually. Very typical. Cute Japanese drawing. I think if you follow a lot of channels on YouTube about Japan, you would know that it's quite freezing out here in Japan, especially in the winter. Of course, if you live in a Japanese house, if you live in Japan, that is, it's absolutely freezing. The walls are like paper thin. It's just very cold. It's not like having, you know, a massive fireplace in your living room like you do in Western countries, you know. It's really freezing. So you do need to keep yourself warm. And if you're under a certain bracket of how much you earn, I think the Japanese government is supporting some money so that you can buy, you know, heating machines. So like electronic blankets and stuff like that. So there's government support on that. So if you live in Japan and if you're not a high earner, there's a support from the government. So hope you check that out. Some nice roses up here. Well, we can sit and admire the lovely little flowers. It's winter, but the flowers, the roses are still in bloom. Have a look. It's amazing. Well, you can also kind of tell how warm Tokyo actually is when it's not really today. Oh, there's a Shinkansen again. I don't know, I just like looking at it. It just looks cool, you know. I think it's like way more better looking than any supercar or any man-made structure or any public transport, really. Oh, hello, Andy. Oh, hi, Kerry. It's been a while, you guys. Teaser 007. Sidewalk looks very clean. Not much litter anywhere. Oh, that's part of Japan. No litter, really. Well, there aren't any places where you can take out the garbage unless it's in your house or in your apartment block or a mansion block, they call it over here. I don't know why they call apartments mansions and they call, like, you know, small apartments. I don't know why they do that. This is a lovely black dog retriever. You don't see many of those big dogs around in Tokyo, but I guess that lady must have a very nice and a big house, probably. I'm just guessing, stereotyping a bit, but you never know. But I think she might. There's the big dog, cute one too. Quite rare in Japan. Well, Andy, Kerry, it's been a while. I hope you guys are well and staying warm this winter. But Kerry, you're in Australia, so I guess you are warm right now. Right, Andy says, I miss Tokyo. Was the beginning of the year. I want to go back there again now. Well, you can always come back if you just buy the flight fares, really. Well, of course, if you're working, you need to have some, you know, holidays. But mind you, absolutely freezing. I hope you guys are keeping yourselves warm. Hello, V8. Portugal. Very nice. I think I've been to Portugal. Well, I have. But that was many years ago. And I'm not going to say when, because you guys can guess my age, and I am pretty old, so I just won't go there. But I have been to Portugal. It was a very nice country. Right, Kerry, trying to stay warm. Well, cool, you mean, yeah. I think it's really hot in Australia right now because being how cold it is in Tokyo, I think Aussies are, you know, the other way round, so it might be boiling like 40 degrees while it's 0 out here in Tokyo today. All centigrade, by the way, so I think 40 degrees centigrade would be around 100 Fahrenheit, something like that, I think. But around like 30 Fahrenheit here, or 35-ish, I think. I'm not very good with Fahrenheit, but yeah. Oh, Andy, you're in Melbourne as well. Nice. Well, we have 2 Aussies in the chat room. We've got like 8 other people. We've got V8. We've got 007. So that's like 4 people. I think the other 6 people... No, we've got Ryohei, right. So the other 5 people... Sorry, Ryohei. So the other 5 people are very quiet, but you can say whatever you want in the chat room if you feel like it. No one's going to bite. And I think I haven't done a live stream like in a year, almost. Well, the thing is, I've been, well, excuses really. I've been utterly busy with life, you know. Okay, Teaser 007 says there is no way to convert Celsius here in the USA. We are way behind. I think there's a waterway down here. Well, Teaser, I've never been to America in the winter. Well, Michigan really, but I've heard it's freezing. Just like today in Tokyo. Oh yes, there is the waterway down here. We can take a walk. Shall we take a walk down the waterway? Let's do a slow panorama view. It's blocked off from that end, I think. So it's a very short walk. It looks like there's a long walkway, but I see a fence. Oh my god, Gail Mounier, it's been a while. Hello, I hope you're well. Kerry said, you have a dry air advisory warning in Tokyo today, maximum of 8 degrees and sunny, current 2 degrees. So it's 0 at the moment on my iPhone, Kerry. Oh, I can walk around the fence, good. Yeah, so it's very cold. It does feel very dry. My neck feels very dry as well. Yeah, but anyway, Gail, it has been a while. And a lot of you, like Andy as well. Hope you guys are well. Staying safe, staying warm. Look, there's some waterway down here. I've actually never walked here before, so I think one of the best things about going on a walk with my GoPro is that I can stream my walks, talk to you guys, and walk in places that I wouldn't really go by myself. So it's always a pleasant walk, walking with you lot. Is that sewage? It looks clean. I have no idea, but what do I know about water? It does look clean though. It doesn't smell. Yeah, Kerry, it has been a while, hasn't it, you know? Coffee and cakes. But you know what? I've been sitting on my arse like too long, and I have gained a few pounds really. I think more than a few. So I do really need some exercise, and you guys know I'm pretty lazy, so I never really go out, you know, walk around. This place looks nice. Abbraccio, or is that like Italian? Abbraccio, I have no idea, but it says something like that. So it looks a bit like a restaurant or a pub that you can sit by the water. It looks really nice. The harbour, very nice. I might come down here one day. Could be tonight. Oh, V8. Andy. I'll start off with Andy's chat first. All the canals there are super clean and nice. Totally, it's utterly clean. There's literally no garbage, even on the water. Is that actually possible? Some things you take for granted if you kind of live in Japan, really, but it's just spotless. You know, it's cleaner than my house. No garbage floating anywhere. Almost looks scary. Bloody clean. Right, now down to V8. How Japanese people view tourists, foreigners, are they friendly? It really depends, V8. So, of course, it's always the same, and a lot of these things are actually conditional, you know. Oh, hello. Is that a seagull? Well, I know nothing about birds, but well, I don't know much about anything really, but I think that's a seagull. You know what? Even the seagull looks really clean. It has really clean white fur, fluffy as well. Well, he or she looks healthy as well. Well, there's a lot of genders these days, so you never know, but, you know, it does look clean. So, like, coming back to your question, V8, I was just going away. Well, if you behave, Japanese people are nice to tourists. If you don't, well, some may not be nice, but majority of people are nice, even to people who don't behave. But majority of Japanese people are very polite, which is a good thing. But, you know, there is a bit of xenophobia in Japan. Well, there's a lot of that really, but as long as you behave, they don't really care. You know, there's lots of people in Japan. The population is quite huge. It's over 1 million, right? So I think 1.2 million population. There's a lot of people out here, so they don't really care who you are really, unless you act like a real, you know, arse. You know what I mean? Right, Andy says, one of my favourite spots in Meguro. God, you know, talking about Meguro, it's just so packed with people. I just hate going to Meguro now. And I can't dare going to any tourist attractions recently. It's just so full of people. It's just so packed. So I just don't dare now. You're gonna see some nice view of the Tokyo Tower in about 10 minutes if you stay with me, because I like this walkway. Kerry, you're absolutely right. Most people keep to themselves. So I think it's like the best part of the Japanese people and the culture. Nobody really bothers you, you know. Oh, that was an interesting sight. A lady kicking her stuff. By accident, of course. I hope we have some great view up here. Thing is, I never come up here. I'm just coming up here because you guys are here. I just normally use the walkway. The pedestrian walk. Saturday morning traffic building up. You can hear the Shinkansen going, it's quite loud. Oh Kerry, you stayed in Mita this year and you love the view of Tokyo Tower every day. Well Kerry, Mita is where we are right now. I think Mita is one of the best places to see Tokyo Tower. Yeah, Andy, you're right. People really don't bother you. You know. People will. You know what I mean. So I won't go there, but yeah, that's part of Japan, really. These are 007, I hear you. You know, normally I would walk in a... Just come in with a go. He says, with the... Well, I don't think you can ever with the language barrier. Just have to speak the language. A little bit as well, not entirely. If you're I think some connect. I think connection issues can happen near the Shinkansen, I think. Let me just get across the bridge and we might be okay. Kerry remembers the lag on a Wi-Fi on the main street, which can be common. But how many train tracks is that really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 train tracks. That's mad. And I think 2 of them are for the Shinkansen, so that's pretty mad. I don't know how they manage all that, but I heard from, like, you know, local friends that it's very hard to work at JR. Well, you can see the Tokyo Tower from here. And it did turn out into a train ASMR. in a way. But it's nice to be able to see the tower on a Saturday morning, 8:25. What's the temperature now? 1 degrees. Yeah, still kind of freezing. I wanted to go up this walkway, but it's under construction. So sadly we can't. I think my runny nose stopped. Yep, the walkway is closed, sadly. So let's just walk on the pavement. You know, I never realised how loud the street is. The road noise is very loud. $11.26 in Portugal. Thank you, V8. Good to know. 8:27 now. And there's the tower again. I hope the stream quality is good, that you can actually see the tower, I hope. Yeah, coming back to language, majority of the people here have no English capability, majority. So you have to speak the language, V8. Otherwise it's going to be very painful. Like when you go to the bank, when you go to places like Guyaksho, which is like county office, you know, where you get your stuff sorted out. V8, yes I am. Good assumption, but a good guess and correct. There's a lot of trucks out here. Must be logistics timing. I think a lot of people work on Saturdays. I have asked a few of my local friends, like, do people work on Saturdays? They always say no, Japanese people don't work on Saturdays and Sundays, but what I see so many people going to work on Saturday and on Sunday. So I think, from my observation, people do work on weekends. And there's a lot of stuff like Japanese people work too much hours, and I think that's also true as well, but they're also very good at creating jobs, meaning there's a lot of jobs that are not really a job. So if you're lucky, you don't have to do much and get paid. But of course, wage isn't that good in Japan. I think the wage has been going down like every year for the past 20 years or something. Oh, V8, you missed London. You worked as a welder in Wembley for 5 years. Very nice. I haven't been to Wembley for years. I do remember, I think it was Christmas, so around this time of the year, my dad took the family to a Disney stuff in Wembley. It was Disney on Ice, and I was a young kid back then. I remember that one with Wembley, very old Wembley. Just shows how old I am. But that was a good memory, because my dad doesn't really like going out, really, a bit like me. I still consider how my dad got the idea of the you know, taking the family out to Wembley for Disney on Ice. I still wonder to this day, because that's really not like my dad. But V8, okay, you miss London. Yeah, London's a cool place. Very expensive to live though. Also, I am from London myself, and also a lot of people have different accents now, you know, they talk a little bit different. Or it could be my age, I don't know. A lot of young folks, you know, from London have a different kind of, I don't know if you would say it's a slang, but different. God, it is noisy out here, very noisy. Right, some good questions from Teaser and Andy. So like Teaser says, is there any issues with homeless people in the area? I have seen homeless people near the Tokyo Tower, but they always behave, and you can't really tell whether they're homeless or not. Well, you can, but you know what I mean. They look clean, they look tidy, they behave, stuff like that. But I think there are homeless people here and there, of course. And Andy said it's amazing how inexpensive Tokyo is compared to bigger cities. I think, Andy, you could be right and wrong in a way, because people here in Tokyo, they don't earn as much as you would in a big city, meaning things are cheaper compared to other parts of the world. But if you're a local making local cash, It's really, you know, a tough struggle. Of course, the income tax here is lower than UK or Australia. Probably similar to US. So there's the income tax, but you know, the wage here is absolutely horrible. So although stuff is cheaper, life isn't easier for the locals because of how much you can earn. But of course, if you're coming out here sightseeing, everything's on a bargain, that's for sure, especially with the weaker yen. I know it's coming back, but still weak. Yeah, Andy, I hear you, because Australia is one of the most expensive places to live, really. I have a lot of Aussie friends, and I have heard a lot of horror stories about, you know, cost of living. Like, especially if you have kids. You know, kids are expensive now. Yeah, but that's another conversation, innit? So anyway, we can still see the tower. Well, the air is dry, but it's certainly not too bad to breathe. Komoro Soba. Looks nice. It's not open though. Yeah, V8 K cars are very cute. Very funny little things. But if you're going to just drive around in Tokyo, K cars are more than enough, really. But driving in Tokyo is a whole different thing, because there's a lot of lunatics out there as well. Especially some women drivers on Mercedes mostly. They drive like lunatics, I don't know why. You have to avoid them. Did you see that cute dog out by the 7-Eleven? So the owner went inside the 7-Eleven and left the Shiba there. That's a common sight. Of course, you see that in Europe as well, but it's always a, you know, pleasant sight, and a bit, you know, but I think Japanese dogs behave quite well as well. Well, that place was open. Now 8:40 here. I feel like having a hot cup of coffee I can barely speak now. I need coffee. God. Well, let's say hello to this mini shrine. That's near the Tokyo Tower. They do have hot drinks. I think I might get a drink. Hold on. I need to get my mobile payment ready. Where's my wallet? So you can pay by, you know, your iPhone, which I'm gonna do. Right, I'm gonna get me some hot coffee. Come out, you drink. Okay, the vending machine doesn't seem to work properly. Let's give it another go. So I'm gonna pay with my iPhone. Oh, it's worked now. Okay. Gonna get me drink. Sorry, just fiddling around with that phone back there. God. I wasn't paying attention, but it's a Fire Black. Bloody hell, this ain't my favourite coffee. I've got the wrong one. Oh well. Well, we can see how stupid I am. Pretty much always. God, it's freezing. Hello, Sanyam. Good to have you on the chat room. I'm gonna find a place to sit down and have my coffee. It was quite expensive. It was 150 yen. I think similar to a 7-Eleven, really. Because it's so utterly cold, I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. Well, some update. Because I haven't been streaming for such a long time. For people who have been on the channel for years. Recently, I bought a camper van, so I can camp around Japan. which is good. So I was planning, but I don't think I can camp out in this weather, you know. I'm not a professional camper, you know. I'm just an average Joe, so I think it might be dangerous camping out in this weather. It's just so cold. I'm trying to find a bench, but some of those benches are occupied with other people. V8 says, talking about having children, I've seen the news, that's in Europe, raising a kid until he's 18 cost average 175,000 euros. No wonder birth rate are declining. I think that's happening all across the board, you know. Everything is expensive, you know. Kids are expensive as well. I found a bench. I found a bench by the Tokyo Tower. Very nice. Yeah, I hear you, V8. Everything is just so bloody darn expensive now, isn't it? What can you do? Well, you can start by saving a lot of money by not spending much money. Oh, there's a nice little pond out here. You know, I never realised that there's like a pond in a park down here, because I never really walk, being a lazy person. I drive everywhere, so if I'm streaming, that means I'm walking, you know, which is good. Oh no, she's blowing all the dust and the leaves out to this side. Let's sit down. Oh, my neck is dying. Oh bollocks. Oh. Well, at least the, you know, coffee is hot. Not my favourite, but I'm not going to have a cold drink. Well, as always, nice to be out. Oh God. Well, you know what? You can see the Azabu Hills up there next to Tokyo Tower, which is a brand new building in town. Oh, my neck does feel better after a hot drink. Oh, hello, Hammock. Good morning. I wonder what they sell up there, or serve. Well, let's go near the tower, see what it's like this morning, Saturday. Well, there's Azabu Hills, massive. gonna sit down, have my hot coffee, have some time to myself with you lot, but two people sat next to me, so I didn't want to disturb them really. But in a way, they disturbed me, which can be quite rare. I don't think Japanese people really come and sit near you or next to you. But that was a quite odd experience. That was a cute little doggy running. Right, what time is it? 8:51. Well, thanks for subscribing, Patrice. Old UK. That's right, we're almost at the tower. God, it's nice how quiet it is. There was just too much noise out on the road. You know what? I must have been walking too hard. I've got a bit of a mild headache. That shows how lazy I am. Don't be like me, folks. Go out and exercise. Oh, I'm running out of breath. Bloody hell. Oh. Oh, my legs are killing me going up this hill. Bloody hell. That's hard. Well, we're at the tower now. My legs are dead. Almost. There's a nice double-decker bus. Let's have a better look. It says the EEG Tower. It's got a Japanese number plate on it. It's a double-decker. And there's another little K truck next to it with a Union Jack on the windshield. They do have these fantasies about Britain, the Japanese people. They fantasize about England, London, all that sort of stuff. And that's why you can see a double-decker out here. I don't know what it's for. But I don't think that is being used, because you can see like stuff inside the passenger cabin. It looks almost deserted. Reminds me of oh, it's a D-Reg. You can see the number plate, the British number plate. So it's a JJD 486D, so it fits a D-Reg, so that is definitely early 80s or late 90s. So that's the number plate you would see in Britain, late 70s. So D's on the right side, because normally if it was a D on the left side, it would be 1989. But on the other side, it's another cycle back, so it would be like, I don't know, it could be 60s number plate. Yeah, it is what it is. Good to see a double-decker out here. in a very good condition really. Got new tyres, new rims. Number plate looks clean too. I wonder if the engine runs, but yeah, I've seen these going around, but I'm not sure if it was this one with a 333. I remember the number 333 Shinagawa. Right, V8 says, my father served in the military in Macau in the 70s. Back then it was a Portuguese colony, and on the way back he spent a few weeks in Japan, and he loved it. He talked wonders about it. Right, 70s Japan. It was a real wonderland back then, I've heard. Back in the day when Japan had wealth and people had hope, not like now. So it was a real wonderland back then in the 70s, I heard. I've never been, well, I was never in Japan in the 70s, but yeah. Well, the thing is, people call it a bubble, you know. They say the bubble bursted and all that, but I don't think it was really a bubble. I think it was the best time, really. Teaser 007 says that bus would turn heads on the American roads. Really? You don't have those in America? Okay, maybe illegal then. So V8 says, Japan has been in my bucket list of places to visit. Well, it's certainly a nice place. Wow, I see queues, people lining up already. What the hell's this? Tokyo Tower. Christmas illumination. Silent love. What the hell's a silent love? No idea what that is. Christmas market. Snowman. Hot drinks. Well, it's not open. Open until Christmas, Monday. It says it's open from 4 to 10. Last order at 9:30. If you want to come down here, it's a good tip. Teaser 007, it's been a pleasure. Have a good one. I don't know what those people are doing outside. Maybe they're outside trying to greet someone. Looks like a hotel. I think they might be bowing at me if I drove my Rolls Royce here today. Just kidding, guys. I wish. But it's funny, people line up waiting for someone. I think they are waiting for someone. Well, up ahead is Azabu Hills, which is like the new tower in Tokyo that everyone's on about. You know, everyone's on about, oh, have you been to Azabu Hills? Oh, have you seen been up the new tower? You know, all that kind of stuff. I think we could walk near the Azabu Hills. To be honest, I've never been there. I just have zero interest. There is a pizza place here that I want to check out. I think I see a church. That looks like a church, right? Yeah, I think it says it's a church. Right, that's the Azabu Hills. Massive. It's fucking huge. .9:02 early. Some Russian people. I heard Russian. So there's the Russian embassy just up here, which is surrounded by policemen. So that building up there, around the chimney-looking building, I think that was designed by a famous designer. I don't know what the building is for, but it says Noah. Cool looking building. You can see there's the police bus. Might be full of policemen protecting the Russian embassy. Still quite cold, but the sun's coming out, which is good. So we're still next to the Tokyo Tower, which is on my left. Turning out to be a good morning stroll. God, I hope it does get warmer in the afternoon. Right, teaser. I was just, you know, she's gone, or he. I can't really tell from my tiny screen, but I've gone out for holiday shopping. Have you done your holiday shopping? Just curious. What's this? The Workers & Co. Might be a coffee place. Or a wine bar. They have some wine bottles outside with a Christmas tree. Oh my god, my hot coffee has gone cold. Just shows how cold it is. I'm gonna get rid of this coffee now. It's too cold, I don't want to drink it. Well, I'm going to walk towards Azabu station. So it's 9:07, and you can see the streets are no longer busy because a lot of people have just been commuting to work. So that's my favourite car dealership. They always have nice cars. Okay, so that's an SL Gullwing and an SLR McLaren, I think. All from Mercedes. So people in this part of town, they love Mercedes. I have never really been a big Mercedes fan, but I don't know, people just love it down here. It's a big Mercedes love. Well, I think in this part of Tokyo, people do like to flash what they have, so I think they want to flash it off with a nice car. Well, some may argue, whereas the Mercedes are nice, but it's a popular thing out here. Some more construction work, as usual. Shredded paper. It looks like somebody needs to keep the documents, data safe. There's not many people out this morning, given how cold it is. Very, very silent, and we are in Azabu. Well, one of the I would have to say upscale town in Tokyo. greenness, so let's get across. I smell fresh bakery, fresh bread. So green. So there's a supermarket up here. I think they have some fresh bakeries for the day. So you'll see a lot of foreigners, Westerners. Well, mind you, foreigner in Japan means white people, just so you know. But there's a lot of people, foreigners out here in this part of town, because this part of town is full of you know, diplomats, mostly diplomats, I think. So it's very crowded with Western people, you might say, if you're a Japanese. We can see Roppongi just up ahead. Well, have you seen the Roppongi Christmas illumination? That's a thing here, you know, a lot of people come here to see it. It's quite nice, actually. Not the longest stretch of Christmas lighting, I would say. There's a nice camper van, a Ford E350. Very American. Oh, that's somebody's house. Okay, so somebody owns that car and parked it in his house. Very nice. Not a bad way to live. Oh God, it's cold. I'm going to get rid of my drink. I still haven't found a bin. So if you're in Tokyo and you want to get rid of a drink, especially a canned one, what you can do when you find a vending machine, they always have a garbage place for the drinks. Don't put any other stuff in there, but you can get rid of your canned drinks, which is very handy. Because you know, it can be very difficult to get rid of garbage when you're walking around in Japan, anywhere in Japan really. These are typical nice houses around Azabu, Mita area. So, you know, these houses, I think, yeah, the real estate in Japan, the market has really gone up in prices. So they seemed a lot more affordable like a couple of years back, but now it's the other way around. Sorry, my throat. I have to drink this cold coffee. God, it's cold. Freezing. My hot coffee has now become an iced coffee. Feels like ice Americano without any ice, but it's colder than an ice Americano. Fire black. Well, it's not on fire now. It's 3 degrees now out here on my iPhone. Hammock. Freezing. I see a vending machine. I'm going to get rid of this drink now. Yay. Funny thing is, although there's so many vending machines, when you want to find one, there never is one. I'm gonna have my last sip. Now I'm done. Done with the fire black. So like I told you, when you see a vending machine, there's a place where you can get rid of the drink. There you go. Done. Oh, cold. Oh, you're welcome, Hammock. I see a crow. Oh, flown away. Ah, let me check some messages on my phone. I've got a few messages. No, not many, being an early morning. I got one from my mate. What's he on about? Oh, funny, my mate sent me a picture. A funny picture. Right, so we're approaching Azabu station. I'm sure a lot of you have been here. I'll walk around the block. Show you guys what it's like this time of the day in Azabu, and I think I can call it a day for my morning stroll. Oh, ramen. I think it's open. You know what though? I can walk all the way up Roppongi, I reckon. Oh, cold. Yeah, I think I can do another 10 or 15 minutes. There's the station. Well, this one's a mini shrine. Of course, there are a few throughout the city. Wow. So there's somebody there. I didn't want to disturb him. Let's walk away. Well, it's nice this time of the day. It's very quiet. Not many people out and about, really. Just about right. Well, this place is where the locals come out for groceries and where they come out for a drink or some food. There are some nice restaurants down here. There's some good options if you're out in this part of town. Of course, there are some that I recommend. I just never realised how loud the city is because there's just so much construction work going on everywhere. my god, that's noisy. Interesting coffee shop. There's a lot of interesting choices out here. I don't think I saw that coffee place a couple of years ago. There's a lot of new stuff in recent years. You know, the streets of Tokyo is really mapped out like a maze, so not all towns are connected to main roads. So some towns are connected through a very tiny little small roads, and sometimes it's very difficult to navigate. So like going up this hill, for instance, you have to walk all the way around Azabu to come up. Oh my god, it's so nice not seeing the crowd up this hill. In the evenings, this place is absolutely crowded. Well, we can have a look around the block. This is the mansion block called Roppongi Hills. Let's walk all the way up round the block and come down. God, it's good, it's quiet. So this kind of, well, it still is, but it's a very nice upscale condo blocks, but it's quite old now, so it's quite run down. If you're trying to rent or buy one, you're gonna have to redecorate. Or if you're renting, you're gonna have to find a nice one that's, you know, refurbished. But the place has been around for a long time now, and it has become one of the landmarks around Tokyo. Well, certainly not a bad place to live if you like Roppongi. There's a bakery right up that corner. I don't know why, for some reason I've just never been there. It does look a bit crowded, but I don't like crowded places, so. And I hate queuing up. There's always a lot of queues. Too many, really. Just can't deal with the wait. Oh my god, there's a queue. And they're all tourists, no locals. I think mostly people from Singapore, Hong Kong. Recently, you can tell by their fashion. I'm gonna wait for the light to change. Nice exhaust note from that Fiat 500, which is very popular here. Oh, I can see the Tokyo Tower from here too. I think we can go up that walkway and have a look at the tower. Not a bad idea for a Saturday morning. Well, if you're out here in Tokyo and if you drive or have like a rental car, you can always park out here on the left. It's not that expensive, 300 yen for half an hour, which is not expensive at all for Tokyo. Quite reasonable. Not a bad option if you're in town. hope you take a good nap, V8. It's been a pleasure having you around. Another Christmas tree. Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, you know, Merry Christmas has really turned out to be Happy Holidays now, because some people don't celebrate Christmas due to religion. Oh, we're too high up. We should have gone to one down to see the view of the tower. I think there's a better view one down. Oh, but I didn't know there was a wine bar up here. Another option if you're in town. Yeah, let's go on down and come back on the walkway. Well, Gail, it's only 9:38 in the morning, so it's very quiet. People are not out yet. But when people are out, it's just so crowded. I just hate coming out when it's crowded. But Gail, what's it like in France? You know what? My legs have held up quite well coming up this staircase just before. Just goes to show you do have to walk around to get your body moving, you know. I think there's a better view in the other walkway. Oh well. Okay, pretty much the same in France. Cool. Bloody hell, when did it... Oh, missed my traffic light. I was looking at the phone. Oh, you had to buy some presents today. And it was madness. I can imagine. (9:41 AM). I think it's quite deserted being... I don't know, like I said, a lot of people work on Saturdays in Japan. A lot of people. You can tell by the amount of people on the train. Some nice restaurant on the right if you're into fancy dining. Forgot the name. Yeah, Jean-Georges Tokyo. It's a very fancy dining, that one. Very expensive as well. If you're up for it. There's a lot of options out here in Tokyo. Giorgio Armani on the right. Of course, I'm not an Armani person. Never been there. But if you are, you can check it out. It's massive. There's Armani Casa as well for some home furnishing decorations, if you're into their design. Paul Digano, you... Okay. No wrist check today. What's the temperature? 3. Still freezing. Well, there's Starbucks down here if you fancy some coffee. It's full of foreigners. Well, tourists, really. No locals. The thing is, I'm not a big fan of some people. Of course, you can't really do this, but some people are really loud. So I'm never a fan of going to touristy places. You know what, we just walked past a homeless person on the left, but he had incredible sense of fashion, you know. I think some people might not be able to tell whether he's homeless. Gosh, they're so loud, those construction sites. 500 yen pizza. Never tried, but cheap. Might not be a bad option if you're in town. Oh, nice Merc. Taco Rico. I think it might be open. It says grilled chicken burrito, regular 1,000, large 1,250 yen. Yeah, Gail, I guess 500 yen pizza would be tiny. But I mean, you can't expect much from 500 yen, right? It's like $3.5 US, you know. What can you get with that? Nothing really in the recent world. So I guess a 500 yen pizza, I guess it would be fine. But it's so interesting reading your comments, Gail, because my old boss was also Mr. Mounier, so it's interesting having you in the chat room. Well, it's getting busier now. More and more people coming out. It's 9:50 now. 10 to 10. Gail, I didn't know it was quite uncommon. I thought it was common, but very interesting. Oh, hey, Kai, yeah, Kai. Yep, McDonald's. I don't know, McDonald's always has this, you know, nice food smell. I always want to walk in. Well, I hope you're well, Kai. Well, we do have some usual suspects in the room. Good question, Kai. We're in Azabu, Juban. But you've really joined me at the end of the stream because I'm going to have to log off soon. But always a pleasure having the usual suspects and new people as well. You know, the weather is actually getting warmer. It could be the sun in my face. Getting better for sure. So if you haven't been out here, it's like the upscale area, or one of the most upscale area in Japan. Lots of food options, cafes, bars and all that. Well, thanks for joining. I'm gonna log off now for the day. I don't know when I will be back, but if you have notifications on your YouTube app, you'll know when I'll be back. But anyway, it's been a pleasure logging off from Azabu Juban in Tokyo. Catch you guys on the next stream. It's been a pleasure walking around with you guys this morning. I really needed a walk. I haven't really had any exercise recently, so 2.5 hour walk in the morning, I think it's been enough. But great having you guys as always, and see you guys in the next stream. And I have another live stream on, and if you fancy that, you can watch. The microphone will be added to that camera, I think sometime next year, early next year. Yeah, just have to get some stuff ready. But anyway, it's been a pleasure, guys. Merry Christmas, have a good one, and see you soon.